Great. Hey guys. Okay, so let me go ahead and get this piece out the way. Ignore how my hair looks. I haven't redone it yet. And no, I ain't got an ounce of makeup on my face. Leave me be. It's super early in the morning. Just woke up not too long ago. As a matter of fact, it's so early, I don't know if you might hear the sanitation department is outside taking care of the trash for us. It's that early in the morning. They come super early. Um, so I had a few people inbox me. Apparently something must have came up in social media, and some people said that they saw a post that I did. Somebody had did a screenshot of the post. Um, they shared it because my original post, they said they couldn't find it. And I'm gonna get to the point for those of you who are like, well, what's she talking about? Um, and I went scrolling because I was like, well, what? I said, what y'all referring? They said we was talking about, the mutation of the virus and this, and that. Before you, just hold on for a minute because it was a question that I had asked. Um, so I was like, okay. So I think I did the post. It was right after school ended. So it had to been like maybe June, July, something like that. Scrolling through my stuff, scrolling. And you're right, it's not there no more. Along with a few other stuff that I posted, I don't even see it anymore. And I promise you, I didn't delete it. So, so instead of me going live, I said I'm gonna do a regular video, and that way it can't be taken down. I'm even gonna. I think I might just save this on a flash drive or something like that. Cause I'm like, bruh, what is going on? All right, so it was a question. Let me say this: I am not a doctor. I don't work in the medical field, other than counseling. I am not a scientist. It was a question. Okay. I was just curious. My whole family knows I like to research stuff because if there's a question and I'm like, okay, I don't know this, I got to I got to know. I got to know. So I'm gonna research stuff. Oh, I'm also doing laundry, so if you hear that in the background, I apologize. Um, okay. So the question was, um, how does a virus mutate? Because you're hearing about this mutation and stuff like that. I was like, well, how does a virus mutate? The more I started researching, the more questions I had, and the more that something wasn't making sense to me. Okay, not making sense to me. Look, it's so early in the morning, y'all. I'm even ashy. You see that? I'm ashy because I did some dishes and y'all. Why didn't I get myself together before I came up here? But anyways, I don't want to redo this. So I was trying to find an article, or several articles in reference to my question. And I would prefer to find an article that was written or done, a medical article that was written or done before the pandemic, even before we knew that the virus existed. And the reason why I say before all of that is because in September, I think it was September. No, wait a minute, because I had just had my surgery. So it had to been, I can't remember, either it was September or it was November that my youngest son got really sick and we ended up having to take him to the emergency room. Um, Pretty much all of the symptoms of COVID he had. This is before we knew anything about COVID-19. This is before we knew about all that. The doctors, they ran tests and stuff like that. They said, well, it's not the flu. They said it's the flu, but it's not the flu. They said, we're not sure what it is, but do this, do that, blah, blah, blah. Make sure you have steam, get a humidifier, give them ibuprofen to keep the fever down, and this, and that, and da, 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 da. It wasn't until, I want to say, January that the hospital called me back and was seeing how he was doing. They said, we just wanted to make sure he was okay, which I found very weird. That was very weird. I was like, I've never had a hospital. I mean, I've had, they tell you to have the doctor follow up and stuff like that. Um, and I've had doctors follow up with me within like a week or something like that. But months later, you calling to see how he's doing? That's weird. And I remember joking about it. I said, "Woo, y'all really dropped the ball." She said, "What do you mean?" I said, "Because it took y'all so long to call me." I said, "Wait a minute, somebody did call. Y'all asked if I had followed up with the doctor, this, and that." She said, "Oh, yeah, but we just, just certain cases, we just, hold on a second." She put me on hold. She came back, and I had it on speakerphone. My husband could vouch for this. And my husband was like, "What the world?" She said, "Well, we were just following up." She said, "We just do random follow-ups and stuff like that." She said, "Well, good to know he's okay, if you have any questions or if anything happens or anything like that, just give us a call back. Feel free to come by if you need to." I said, "Okay." I was like, "What the heck is that about?" Ended up talking, because me and my family always have group chats and stuff like that. Ended up talking to my family, and somebody was like, "Well, do you think that they think he had COVID?" But they didn't want to come out and say it. I said, "Well, no, because COVID ain't hit us until December." I said, "Wait a minute. Did this stuff hit before then?" And they ain't. So there's that part. So that's one of the reasons why I said before we knew about COVID. That's why I just did, what was that, like 3 minutes worth of a story. But that's the reason why I said that I wanted to find an article that was before then. So I'm looking for something that's before September, okay? Before September 2019, that talks about the mutation of viruses. Because right now, the mutation of virus articles I'm seeing, everything is COVID, 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 COVID-19, COVID-19, COVID-19. But it's so specific, and everybody's is reading the exact same way. It's weird. Maybe tweak a few words here, but it's almost like it's a copy and paste. And I was like, I said, "Does anybody know how a virus mutates?" Here's where I've been with this so far. Out of the millions of people that caught this virus, in understanding, okay, let me break it down this way. This is how it was explained to me, okay? Because I ended up talking to somebody about this a little while ago, and they said, "Well, Toya, this is how it works." They said, "You know how you use, because I do a lot of printing and stuff like that. You know how you might print 100 sheets of paper. You might print 100, copies." I said, "Yeah." She said, "But then there's a one copy that's kind of crooked." I said, "Yeah." She said, "That's the mutation." So what it does, it goes into your body. It replicates itself by your cells. It finds cells to make copies of itself. And then if there's one that is crooked or didn't copyright, that's called a mutated strain. I said, okay. So now again, I'm not a scientist. So I'm gonna say that I'm not a scientist. Okay, I'm learning, just like a lot of, pretty much like everybody else, even the scientists, still learning. So let's say this is the virus, okay? And I'm trying to make sure I cover up the company name for this guy. I don't want to get in trouble. This passes, this passes, this passes. It's all the same color. You see that? It's all the same color. So you get the vaccine, and it gives you this. It's blue, just like this is blue. Is this not a mutated strain? I'm just asking. Is this the mutated strain? Could this be considered? I put it like that. Could this be considered a mutated strain? Okay, sorry. Okay, Amazon has nothing to do with this. I'm using it for color purposes. Okay. So this is the real one. This is the part that they put in you to make sure it can fight if it sees this. Okay. But is it possible that this is the mutated strand. So let's say, for instance, you got this, but then you also get this. So does that not mean that now it's going to replicate these? It's going to try to copy these and this? Or if this gets with this, and this isn't strong enough, and it mixes, doesn't it make a different blue? It's blue, but don't it make it a different blue? So would that be considered the mutated strength? So is it possible? Let me get this closer to my face. Is it possible? Is it possible that the mutated strain, the variant, is being caused by those who are vaccinated? I'm not saying that. I'm just asking a question. It's just a question. It's just a question. Because I'm trying to put my little brain to put these little pieces together. And I'm like, okay, this is the virus. Do it this way. This is what's being put in you to fight this. If it recognizes this, oh, we recognize that. We fought that other one. Fight it. Fight it. Fight it. But wait a minute, we're not strong enough. Because we're stronger than this. So for some of us that get this, it's not strong enough. And you still gonna catch it. But now you got this in your body. And this in your body. Anybody else catch what I'm saying? Do me a favor. And I'm not that major. So I don't see this going viral. Okay. So just amongst my family and my friends, do me a favor, please like, share, comment. See if we can get enough people to see this, in hopes that we'll find a few scientists amongst a few of us. We'll find somebody that can answer that question. I'm not trying to cause no issues. I'm just saying, is it possible that those who are vaccinated are causing the variant? I'm not coming after people who are vaccinated. I'm not talking about people who are unvaccinated. I'm saying, is it possible? Is it possible? Or is it possible that both? It seems to me, and that's why I say, how long does it take a virus to mutate? Because you mean to tell me, out of the hundreds and thousands of people in the U.S., we ain't talking about the world, just the U.S., who has caught this virus, nobody went to the doctor and they said, oh no, it's a mutated strain. I'm talking about before the vaccine. Oh no, it's a mutated strain. Oh no. No, everybody had the exact same type of virus. It was the COVID-19. Everybody that had the virus. It was the COVID-19. When did the variant come out? When did the mutated thingamabobby, when did that hit? Did that hit after people started getting the vaccine? It's a question. So that's it. That's all I'm saying. Sorry, this went too long. I'm just trying to make sure I explain what it was that I wrote that has disappeared. Because I don't know if maybe me not explaining it right, because it wasn't a super long post. And I don't know if maybe it got pulled because it seemed like misinformation. I was just asking a question. So I said, well, let me put this in video format so people can get what I'm saying. All right. So, yeah, that's it. All right. Bye.